幸福も別れも愛情も友情も滑稽な夢の戯れで全部金で買える代物明日死んでしまうかもしれない全て無駄になるかもしれない朝も夜も春も秋も変わらず誰かがどこかで死ぬ夢も明日も何もいらない君が生きていたならそれでいいそうだ本当はそういうことが歌いたい命に嫌われている結局いつかは死んでゆく君だって僕だっていつかは彼らのように朽ちてくそれでも僕らは必死に生きて命を必死に抱えて生きて殺して書いて笑って抱えて生きて生きて生きて生きて生きろ
お前が知ってた存在はもういない。
It was a quiet day at Bikini Bottom, and Spongebob was just coming out of his house. What a beautiful day, he said to himself. On a beautiful day like this, what could possibly go?
Don't you dare finish that sentence.
But why, Squidward?
Because every time you say that sentence, something ends up going wrong.
Squidward has a point, Spongebob.
Oh yeah, I do find it a bit weird that something always goes wrong every time I say that. Then the three heard a siren go off.
What was that, you guys?
Normally I would say it's something normal, but every time I do, I end up being wrong.
Then the trio saw something that made them poop themselves. There was a tall, skinny figure standing in front of them.
What is that thing?
I don't know, Patrick, but it looks really tall.
And skinny.
And ugly.
It's getting closer, you guys.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's best if we run for our lives!
And the trio tried to run away from the creature, with said creature not that far behind.
Quick, to the crusty bucket!
The trio ran inside the crusty bucket.
Mr. Krabs, Plankton!
What is it, boyo? Yeah, SpongeBob, what's with all the yelling?
There's a monster in Bikini Bottom. It was tall, skinny,
And it had a head shaped like a siren.
a head shaped like a siren, you say? Siren Head.
Siren Head?
I've heard stories about him, but I thought he was just a rumor. Who's Siren Head? Siren Head is one of many SCPs. He's about 40 feet tall, really skinny, and has a head shaped like a siren.
What's an SCP?
Secure, contain, and protect. They're a group of scientists that do unexplainable experiments. There are many debates on whether or not they're real. I'll call up Sandy. She'll know a thing or two. Meanwhile, Sandy was at her tree dome when the phone rang. Hello, you've reached Cheek's residence. Hey, Sandy, it's Plankton. I have a question to ask you. Oh, sure, Plankton. What's up? Remember when we talked about SCP creatures and unexplainable experiments? I remember. Why? Well, according to SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward, one of them exists. Click. Hello? Hello? Which one is it? Wow, that was fast. It's the worst one of them all, Sandy. Siren Head. Siren Head? He ain't an SCP. What do you mean? Well, he used to be an SCP, but Trevor Henderson, the creator of Siren Head, explained that it wasn't. Well, SCP or not, Siren Head needs to be stopped.
For once I agree with Spongebob. Does Siren Head have any weaknesses?
That's just it, Squidward. His weaknesses are unknown. Then they heard a roar. SpongeBob knew who that roar belonged to. Holy shrimp! It's the Alaskan bullworm! And sure enough, the Alaskan bullworm was charging towards them. Then Patrick had an idea.
Hey guys, why don't we use the worm to fight Siren Head?
Great idea, Patrick.
I'm not sure if Siren Head can be stopped.
That may be so, but at least that can hold him off long enough for us to escape.
I know exactly what to do, Mr. Krabs. Oh, Alaskan bullworm, you've got some calamari over here.
The Alaskan bullworm let out a loud roar and started chasing Squidward. It wasn't long before they found Siren Head. The worm let out another loud roar and immediately charged at Siren Head, and the two began to fight. At first, the worm had the upper hand, but Siren Head ended up vaporizing the worm.
Guys, Siren Head won.
That poor worm didn't even stand a chance.
Well, that failed miserably.
Well, what do we do now? Well, I'm afraid this might be the end of Bikini Bottom. As Siren Head was closing in, SpongeBob and his friends were ready to accept their fate. Well, you guys, this is it. This is the end of our world as we know it. I just want to say real quick that I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I love you too, SpongeBob.
Goodbye, best friend.
It was a pleasure having you work for me, boyo.
To think that my life has come to this.
Well, the world has been taken over, and not by me.
As the creature was about to seal the fate of SpongeBob and his friends, there was a loud sound. Siren Head had accidentally stepped on a police car and the siren went off. He couldn't stand the noise and he retreated. This gave SpongeBob an idea. I know how to defeat Siren Head. The only thing that can beat Siren Head is another siren. If we build a siren that's loud enough, he'll be weak to the point where we can finish him off. It sounds crazy, all right, but it just might work. We'll have to do it fast. There's not much time. Sandy, you and Plankton both have the brains and the technology. You go assemble the siren. On it, SpongeBob.
You can count on us, SpongeBob.
Squidward, you and Mr. Krabs' job is to hold off Siren Head long enough for the siren to be built. Looks like it's calamari time once again. Patrick, you're with me.
You got it, buddy.
And the gang went their separate ways to put SpongeBob's plan into motion. It wasn't long before Squidward and Mr. Krabs found Siren Head, and they did what they could to distract the creature. They both noticed something different. Mr. Squidward, have you noticed that Siren Head is now faster than he was before?
Why, yes, now that you mention it. And I also noticed he's a bit stronger.
Do you think that siren really weakened him? I think all that police siren did was make it stronger. We gotta stop SpongeBob from activating that siren! And the two ran back towards SpongeBob, with the monster not that far behind. Meanwhile, SpongeBob and Patrick were waiting for Sandy and Plankton to be done with the machine.
SpongeBob to Sandy. Come in, Sandy. I hear you loud and clear, SpongeBob.
How are you guys doing on the siren?
We're just putting the final touches on it.
Excellent. Hope to see you soon.
All done.
Wonderful. Bring it in. And out came the biggest siren SpongeBob had ever seen. It's beautiful.
Well, how does it work? You press this button right here.
Hey, little help here?
Oh, sorry, Plankton.
And Sandy pressed the button.
It's gonna take some time to warm up. Prepare for a loud siren.
Wait, stop!
Huh? Don't press that button. It's too late. The siren has already been activated.
You don't understand. Sirens only make Siren Head stronger. But it was too late. The siren already went off. Siren Head stopped. The sound irritated him.
It's working!
And
down went Siren Head. Success! Yeehaw!
Yeah, we did it, all right.
Oh no. 3, 2, 1. And sure enough, Siren Head was back on his feet. What? Why is he not dead yet? That's impossible! What happened? That's what we've been trying to tell you guys. Sirens only make Siren Head stronger. Oh my Neptune! And he's a lot faster too! Well, it looks like this is the end.
Goodbye, Bikini Bottom.
Oh, no, it ain't.
And Mr. Krabs proceeded to walk towards Siren Head. Wait, Mr. Krabs, what are you doing?
Saving my friends. Plankton, take care of me, employees.
What? As Mr. Krabs angrily charged at Siren Head, he was knocked down.
Don't do this, Krabs.
I'm sorry, Plankton, but I don't have a lot to live for.
Well, you have a lot more to live for than I do.
I'll go in. Plankton, I cannot let you do that. Spare the monologue, Eugene.
You have a daughter who adores you, employees that respect you, and a successful business. I, on the other hand, have got nothing. Please, Krabs, let me go.
But Plankton.
Goodbye, Eugene.
Plankton, stop! Don't do it!
And with that, Plankton pulled out a grenade and charged towards Siren Head. He charged at the creature and planted the grenade in his mouth. And the grenade exploded, killing both Plankton and Siren Head. With Siren Head defeated and Plankton gone, SpongeBob and his friends were mourning the loss of Plankton. Karen was especially upset.
I can't believe my husband's gone.
There, Karen, it's all right.
Mr. Krabs, we found a lot of debris, but Siren Head is nowhere to be seen.
What? You mean he's still alive?
We don't know for sure. Besides, I find it hard to believe that Siren Head is even real. Oh, he's real, all right. And I feel as if Siren Head can't truly be stopped. I believe he's still out there somewhere. For Siren Head is not a creature, he is a force of nature. And nobody knows for sure where he came from. But with Bikini Bottom safe once again, who knows what else could be out there. Things were eerily quiet in Bikini Bottom. And SpongeBob was sitting in his pineapple thinking, I just don't get it, he thought to himself. What's with all these foes from different universes? I mean, every time I leave my house and ask what could go wrong, something ends up going wrong. What if the Grinch was right about the multiverse? Hey Patrick, do you find it a bit odd that we keep fighting all these foes from different universes?
I do find it a bit odd, SpongeBob.
Meow. You're probably right, Gary. We probably are overthinking it. But I still don't want to ask in case something ends up going wrong. I mean, life in Bikini Bottom used to be so simple. What changed? Then there was a knock on the door. Who could that be? SpongeBob opened the door, and his eyes widened when he saw a little kitten was sitting by his door. SpongeBob thought he was going to have a cute overload. The kitten immediately began to purr at SpongeBob. Patrick thought he was going to have a cute overload too.
It's so cute. What are you going to name it, SpongeBob?
I know, we'll call him Mittens.
Great idea, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob and Patrick couldn't get enough of the kitten. Neither could Gary, but for a different reason. Gary hissed and meowed aggressively at the kitten. Gary, bad snail! Gary just squirmed away, hissing.
Well, I guess Gary doesn't really like Mittens, does he?
Oh, he'll get used to him. Who could resist a cute thing like him? Speaking of which, I'm tired. I think I'll take a nap. A few hours pass, and SpongeBob was just waking up from his nap. when he heard a strange noise coming from downstairs. He went downstairs to investigate. Gary? Mittens? But there was no reply. SpongeBob cautiously looked around. That's funny. I thought I heard something. Then SpongeBob turned around and screamed. There was a tall, skinny figure standing in front of him.
Holy shrimp, you're not Mittens!
I gotta get out of here! SpongeBob quickly ran to Squidward's house for help, destroying his face in the process. SpongeBob, what is the meaning of this? SpongeBob explained the situation to him. Let me get this straight. You're saying that you just adopted a demonic cat? I'm serious, Squidward. Take a look. Squidward went to SpongeBob's house to investigate. When he got there, Mittens was back to being a kitten. You interrupted my show for a kitten? But Squidward, I wasn't imagining that scary cat. Sure you weren't. You were probably just imagining it, SpongeBob. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to go back to my show. Maybe Squidward's right. Maybe I was imagining it. I mean, it is very impossible for an adorable kitten like Mittens to become a creepy cat like that. Is it? Mittens? Where'd you go? Then he got another poke on the back. There he was again. Now I really need to get out of here. Squidward! Squidward! What is it now, SpongeBob? He's back, Squidward! SpongeBob, I told you there's nothing there.
What's all the commotion?
I don't know, Patrick. Something about an adorable kitten becoming a terrifying cat?
I'll be the judge of that. I shall go investigate.
Patrick, no! Patrick went to SpongeBob's house to investigate. Patrick looked around, but there was nothing there. Well, except Gary. Meow.
I don't see anything, SpongeBob.
See, I told you there was nothing to worry about. Then SpongeBob panicked. Oh my God, Squidward, behind you! Patrick saw it too and he was frightened. SpongeBob, will you quit it? I'll turn around if it'll make you happy. See, there's nobody behind me. Behind me. There he was again. Oh crap, hide me! The trio ran from the creature, with the creature in hot pursuit. When they got to the crusty bucket, SpongeBob immediately explained to Mr. Krabs what was going on. Wait, so you're telling me that there's a skinny killer cat on the loose? I'd say it's a bunch of barnacles, but after what we've seen, I don't even know what's real anymore. Why, for all we know, maybe Bikini Bottom doesn't exist. Maybe we don't exist. The world is a lie, I tell you. A lie! Mr. Krabs, get a hold of yourself. You're overthinking it. You're right, boyo. I'm sorry. It's just that I haven't been the same crab since Plankton died. Well, let's head over to Sandy's house. She's good at that stuff. Great idea, Squidward. And the four walked over to Sandy's tree dome. When they got to Sandy's tree dome, SpongeBob explained to Sandy what was going on. So you say the cat was skinny? Cartoon cat. Another one of Trevor Henderson's creations. He has the ability to shapeshift into anything. SpongeBob, what did he start off as? He started off as the most adorable kitten I've ever seen. You saw it, Patrick, right?
Yeah, I saw it too.
Is there a way to stop Cartoon Cat? I'm afraid he's just like Siren Head, Mr. K. There's really no way to stop him. Guys, he's here. Cartoon Cat had caught up with them. But he wasn't alone. Another figure appeared. Holy shrimp, where the barnacles did that come from? It's Cartoon Dog! Then another figure appeared. Cartoon Rat? There's 3 of them. Squidward quickly darted out of there, with the others not that far behind. The 3 cartoons pursued them. We gotta hide somewhere.
Let's hide in that cave over there.
SpongeBob and his friends hid inside of a cave. Cartoon Cat looked around. He had Cartoon Dog and Cartoon Rat search for them, but to no avail. Cartoon Dog and Rat walked away, but Cartoon Cat stayed nearby.
How long do we have to stay in this cave for?
As long as those things are after us. We need to think of a plan to stop them, and fast.
But how do we do that, SpongeBob?
That's just it. I really don't know. I doubt there's a way we can kill them, SpongeBob. I got it. Maybe we can't kill them, but instead we can contain them.
What do you mean by that, SpongeBob?
Remember when we contained Godzilla at Mount Bikini Bottom? And I was the calamari? Exactly, Squidward. And I was thinking maybe we could do the same for our cartoon friends. Is Mount Bikini Bottom still a thing, though, SpongeBob? There's only one way to find out. Squidward, on it, SpongeBob. SpongeBob and Squidward reached the entrance to the cave. Okay, Squidward, on my signal, we lure Cartoon Cat and his buddies to Mount Bikini Bottom. You got it, SpongeBob. And both SpongeBob and Squidward tried to get the attention of Cartoon Cat. And soon a hot chase pursued. When they got to Mount Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob and Squidward were putting their plan into motion. At the last second, they moved out of the way so the cartoon gang will fall into the volcano. Cartoon Dog and Rat fell in with no problem, but Cartoon Cat clinged on and managed to climb back up to the surface. Oh no you don't, Squidward yelled, and Squidward began to charge towards Cartoon Cat. Squidward, what are you doing? What I should have done a long time ago. SpongeBob ran in front of Squidward. I can't let you do that, buddy. I have to. It's the only way. I suck as a musician, I suck as an artist, my life is meaningless. Goodbye, SpongeBob. Squidward, don't! And with that, both Squidward and Cartoon Cat fell into Mount Bikini Bottom. With Squidward gone, and Cartoon Cat defeated, SpongeBob and his friends were mourning the loss of Squidward. First Plankton, now Squidward?
2 deaths in 1 week?
It's bad enough I had to lose my competition. But one of me employees too? As much of a grouch he was, I'm gonna miss the guy.
SpongeBob, who's gonna be our new grouchy next door neighbor?
I don't know, Patrick. I really don't know. And for a brief moment, Bikini Bottom was silent. No one said anything for a long while. At last, SpongeBob spoke up. I don't know what to do, guys. I literally don't know what to do right now. But SpongeBob will find out soon enough.
Okay, say you have a low credit score and you want a credit card that helps you rebuild credit. Where do you go?
Not far from Bikini. In a volcanic lair not far from Bikini Bottom, Darkseid was hatching his plan on how to destroy SpongeBob.
Finally, my creation is complete. Rise, my children, rise. With this army, I will wipe SpongeBob and his friends out of existence, and I will be the ruler of this universe. I'm coming for you, SpongeBob.
Meanwhile, in Mount Bikini Bottom, Squidward had survived his tumble with Cartoon Cat and was desperately trying to climb back up. But due to exposure from the smoke, Squidward fell back down and was knocked unconscious. And Squidward landed on the bottom of the mountain waiting to die. When Squidward woke up, he found himself in a nearby house. Squidward looked around. He had to admit the house looked very welcoming. Nice place. I wonder who lives here. Then a cat appeared, followed by a mouse. But Squidward stared at the cat. It brought back memories of Cartoon Cat. Squidward began to panic. The duo tried to calm Squidward down, but it was no use. "Calm down, Squidward," said a voice. Squidward looked over. It was the Grinch. "The cat and mouse are not here to hurt you. Their names are Tom and Jerry, and they rescued you from Cartoon Cat. Sorry, seeing a cat kind of brought back memories. They don't speak, but they do have a unique form of communication." "But what happened to Cartoon Cat?" "Don't worry, Squidward. Tom and Jerry took care of him as well. But right now we've got a bigger problem." "And what's that?" "Darkseid." "Who's Darkseid?" "Darkseid is a very evil character. He is much stronger than Thanos, and he's got plans to destroy your universe, just like he destroyed mine. Is there a way we can stop Darkseid?" "The only known weakness Darkseid has is radiation, but that would mean leaving Bikini Bottom for a while." "But where the barnacles are we gonna find some radiation?" "That's just it. I really don't know." "Well, we'll have to reunite with Spongebob and the others quickly. They could be in grave danger." "Well, then we have no time to lose. We must leave immediately." Meanwhile, in Bikini Bottom, Spongebob was at his house thinking along with his friends. Now, about those multiverses, what could they mean?
I don't know, buddy, but one thing's for sure, I don't like it.
I think there's some being out there that wants to take over our universe. Or destroy it. Well, whatever it is, we're gonna have to eliminate that threat. But Spongebob, how are we supposed to eliminate a threat that we don't even know about? But that question would have to be answered later, for there was a loud rumble. What was that?
The rumble was followed by a loud shriek. Guys, you might want to check this out."
The gang looked, and there in front of them was a mutant crab, which was followed by another. Soon there was an army of mutant crabs. "Holy shrimp, what the barnacles are those things?" Then a muscular figure walked towards them.
You must be SpongeBob, I presume.
Who are you?
I am Darkseid, ruler of darkness, and the strongest being in the universe.
Well, I'll have you know, Mr. Darkseid, that I fought an enemy stronger than you.
Oh, you mean Thanos?
You know Thanos?
Everyone knows who Thanos is. Thanos is strong in his own right, but his power will never match mine.
Oh, we'll see about that. And Spongebob charged towards Darkseid, while his friends held off the mutant crabs. The crabs outnumbered Spongebob's friends. There's too many of them! We're doomed, I tell you! Then a missile fired at one of the mutant crabs. Spongebob and his friends looked over, and there was Squidward holding a rocket launcher. He was accompanied by the Grinch and Tom and Jerry. Squidward, you're alive!
How is this possible?
That doesn't matter now, boys. We have a war to fight. Mr. Krabs is right. We need to fight. Right. And SpongeBob and his friends fought Darkseid and his army. They managed to beat the crabs. Then the crabs combined into something a little bigger. What? It can shapeshift?
That's right, my little sponge friend, and now he is much stronger. Good luck trying to beat him.
And he walked away. And SpongeBob and his friends were left to fight the monster. Well, it's gonna take more than a rocket launcher to beat this thing. Then they heard a familiar roar. Hey, I know that roar! And sure enough, Godzilla appeared. But something was off.
Why does Godzilla have orange spots all over him?
Oh no. What? What is it, Sandy? He's having a nuclear meltdown!
What's a nuclear meltdown?
Godzilla's heart is made out of pure radiation. When he consumes too much radiation at a time, he gets orange rashes. And if not treated, it could lead to an explosion 1,000 times greater than a nuclear bomb. Holy shrimp!
Sandy's right. This could mean the end of Bikini Bottom as we know it. Well, it's either Godzilla or that thing over there.
The creature saw Godzilla and flew towards it, and the two monsters got into a huge brawl. The two monsters duke it out, and Godzilla ends up vaporizing the monster. Well, that's the monster out of the way. Yeah, now to fight Darkseid.
With over 500 million items, Walmart has everything you need to completely make over your backyard.
Yeah, now to fight Darkseid.
But guys, we don't know where he went.
Patrick's right. We'll first have to locate his whereabouts.
Yeah, and we'll need an army because when I fought Darkseid, he was pretty powerful.
Alright, I'll round up all my friends. SpongeBob, you and the others round up your friends.
And the gang split into two groups. SpongeBob and his friends went to see Karen, for she was good at seeking out locations. Karen analyzed for about a minute. Then she found his coordinates. Alright, now we need a plan. Well, according to the Grinch, Darkseid's weakness is radiation. Godzilla would be the perfect candidate, but he'll probably be one step ahead of us. We will need a decoy. Patrick,
Yes, SpongeBob?
get me the pencil. Patrick grabbed the giant pencil and gave it to SpongeBob. Alright, almost there, and done. Welcome back, Doodlebob. SpongeBob, do you really think Darkseid's gonna fall for a sketch? You're absolutely right, Squidward. Sandy, I want you and Karen to modify Doodlebob to look like me. On it, SpongeBob. A few minutes later, Doodlebob was modified. Now he looks just like me. Okay, here's the plan. And SpongeBob explained the plan to his friends. Meanwhile, Darkseid was terrorizing Bikini Bottom.
I'm not surprised SpongeBob destroyed my creation, but I'm not worried. The worst is still yet to come.
Is that so?
Ah, SpongeBob, it's so nice to see you again. Are you here to accept your fate?
No, I'm here to fight. And SpongeBob charged at Darkseid. The two had a fierce brawl, but SpongeBob was overpowered.
Any last words, little sponge?
Yes, I do. I am ready. SpongeBob pulled out the pencil and drew a cage around Darkseid.
What?
Aha! And the real SpongeBob jumped out. Bring in Godzilla! And Burning Godzilla shot his atomic breath at Darkseid.
No! No!
Any last words, Darkseid?
Destroyer.
And with that, Darkseid was dead. Destroyer? What does that mean? But SpongeBob would find out soon enough. There was an explosion, and from the explosion came what appeared to be a demon. What? Destroyer. The transformations make sense. The monster was now 3 times bigger than it was before, and much stronger. Godzilla immediately charged at Destroyer. He did all he could to beat the monster, but he was too strong. That thing is gonna kill Godzilla if we don't do something. But what can we do, Mr. Krabs? Never fear, we're here. And all the Dr. Seuss characters appeared, along with Tom and Jerry ready for battle, and everyone in Bikini Bottom. Fire at will, yelled the Grinch, and everyone began firing at Destroyer. The ammunition didn't really do much. Nothing's working! Nothing's gonna kill this thing! Not if I have anything to say about it. Everyone looked and was shocked to see Plankton! Plankton, you're alive? How is that possible? Well, when I learned about Sandy's cloning machine, I decided to sneak in her dome and clone myself. I'm the original. That was my clone that died. Oh, and also check out my new robot. It was Mecha Godzilla. I managed to upgrade Freddy Fazbear's robot into a much more badass robot.
Kiru, attack! Kiru did not hesitate to attack Destroya.
And with Godzilla's help, Destroya was finally defeated.
With Destroya destroyed and Darkseid defeated, there was still one remaining problem. Godzilla was dying.
Holy shrimp, Godzilla's melting! What do we do?
Well, time to try out my cryo ray. This gizmo will freeze him up and soften the impact.
And the gun did the trick. Godzilla was frozen.
We've done it! All right, yeah!
And with that, all the other characters went to their respective universes.
Well, you guys, I guess this is goodbye.
Wait, I thought your universe was destroyed.
Defeating Darkseid restored my universe. I'm afraid we have to part ways now. We're gonna miss you, Grinch. I'll miss you guys too.
And with that, the Grinch went back to his universe.
Come back and visit.
Well, buddy, it's good to have everything back to normal again.
It sure is, Pat. It sure is.
Karen was happy to see Plankton again. Mr. Krabs finally gave up his cheap ways. Squidward ended up taking clarinet lessons from an instructor. And Spongebob finally grew the barnacles to share how he really felt about Sandy. As for Doodlebob, he managed to get a job, working at Goofy Goobers. Bikini Bottom was finally at peace, and they all lived happily ever after.
And that
Is there lead in this protein powder too?
For 90 years,
これが勘違いなら知りたくなかったな。溢れ出す涙が空に吸い込まれる。もう戻れないのに、もう帰れないのに、今さらうつくんだよ、逆さまなったまま。散ってた空と夕映えの向こう、思いを染め上げた後悔の歌、消さないでって覚えていて、残した本音は幸せを拒んでしまったストーリー。友達なんかで終わりたくなかったな。届かない涙が空に吸い込まれる。これが勘違いでも、これが勘違いでも、ずっと言いたかったの。さよなら大好きだよ。
¿Quién fue?